I hope you're gone before they flush the system.
Torrent is dead.
We have trust to repay. Let us not let Sora die.
Ranger dead. Our duty is done.
Yes! Yes! Flow through me!
This is it! Come on!
Gonna die like this! Someone kill that bastard! Foxbuster neutralizer! Here! Should have you on your feet! Soldier's healing touch!
Barrel's gonna blow!
As you can see, everything in the torrent's falling apart.
There's a heretic lurking under every rock anchor.
It certainly feels that way, associate.
The hour of thy death is upon!
Back in the face! This route's one way.
Carcass are...
Not exactly friendly, is she? But who is around here?
Oh knows we need an ally with some professionalism.
Hold that nose, heretic! I see you! Surprise coming up!
Kill that Ranger! Demon head is close!
Come out and play, heretics!
med station!
Last 25 seconds. Allow you to stack them building up your perils, then purging will have to go. So what we're going to highlight today is a build that will supercharge your brain bursting potential and allow you to quickly eliminate huge numbers of high value targets in quick
You're the
succession.
contender.
This
Hopefully
build,
it still works.
okay, time for the Skullbreaker. And all open now. For a frontline slap of meat, done as a trick, but
Those grenades were
absolutely
tedious.
adorable. The Ogren is
Think I might have a problem here!
in some ways he's trying to maintain
Incoming attacker!
I'm thinking of him as a real tank. So in my opinion, the only character who's ever truly fit that bill in this series is the Dwarf Ironbreaker. And he has some kit that Ogren doesn't that makes him more designed for that role. The Ogren is not designed to take hits. Rather, he is there to absorb aggro and focus by pushing, by staggering, by forcing enemies to look at him instead of the Psyker or Veteran, and he is there to smash through enemies like a Cadillac Escalade, crashing down a bowling alley. Before I talk about all the good things that he does, I will say that in my experience, I feel he can struggle a bit on the highest difficulties because of that massive hitbox. Ogren's perceived tankiness is tied to his HP pool, which has a base value of 300 compared to the 150 or 200 that comes standard for the other classes. The problem with that is that his toughness overshield is the same as Psykers and Zealot. Finally, the Veteran Sharpshooter is the last on our agenda today. This is the standard guardsman hailing from the now ruined fortress planet of Cadia, except he has a wide and exotic array of weaponry to choose from, rather than being dust scattered near the Eye of Terror. From the Akatran pattern lasgun of the Elysium Drop Troopers that goes full auto, to the Lucius pattern lasgun of the Death Corps of Krieg, a huge selection of auto guns, plasma guns, bolt guns, and more. If you want to play Darktide like a traditional FPS game, Veteran is probably the class for you. It means he's also pretty straightforward to play. A lot less complex in my opinion than the Psyker, but definitely some cool kit that allows you to engage and eliminate high value threats from a significant distance away, and with a name like Sharpshooter, it's not really a big surprise why. For one, Sharpshooter has 200 base toughness in a game where everybody else has 100. Double the toughness means you are really good for trading and suppressing las teams from afar. And besides sniping specials, that should be one of your top priorities. Because of your amazing toughness regen talent at 7.5% a second, when beyond 8 meters from opponents, it is very hard for anything but ferocious sustained fire to pop your overshield and deal noticeable damage through it. So you can pretty much sit there and trade very effectively, only dipping back into cover when is absolutely required, and that should be a core tenet of your strategy. If you're able to sit from on high, picking off stuff, making sure they pop your overshield, dip back into cover, you'll be back to max very quickly thereafter. You can get a lot of kills and do a lot of suppressing, creating more space for your team from afar. So let's talk a little bit about the plasma gun first, because I'm sure y'all are interested in that one. And this weapon is strong versus armor and single targets, but does very little in the way of horde clear. Its primary function is a single shot, while the secondary fire charges up for a more powerful blast that can potentially one-shot Maulers or Chaos Ogrins. The longer you hold it, the more damage it does, the more it has the potential to overheat, and unlike quelling with the Psyker, when you drain heat with the special weapon function, it will deal damage to you at 2 or 3 damage per tick, which isn't massive, it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you do it enough, it can start to become noticeable. If you don't want to drain it yourself, you can just let it sit there and it will cool down over time, but of course a lot slower than using that special attack. Thankfully, he has some good melee weapons like the Power Sword to switch to for fantastic cleave and armor-piercing of las and auto guns too. Their unique Blitz ability is the Stun Grenade, which is reduction to all nearby allies, which means the blue overshields of their teammates will absorb his character's special.
Our favourite heretics are brewing a pathogen in a fuel refinery.
Instantly replenishes
You'll gain access via flow control.
Aggressive.
Once you're
big
inside,
open area to
build
attack
overpressure in the
across, a bunch
system
of
to
las
destroy
fire
the
at you,
thing.
and you need a way
By
to both
intel, the
adapt
old
and
refinery's been
proximity
taken
and
over,
silence
so
the
keep your eyes
chaos.
open.
This ult helps you escape, it helps you close down enemy las teams, it helps you reposition, it helps save teammates, it instantly replenishes all your toughness, and it synergizes incredibly well with the special attack from the Thunderhammer or the Eviscerator. which both deal massive damage when paired with an automatic crit. There's also some hidden functionality with it as well. If you hold F, instead of just tapping it, you can lock onto a specific target, and the dash will track them as they move. So even if they're running laterally or away from you, if you specifically target them by holding F, the dash will stop directly in front of them and set up an
Find a way to the upper hangar. Don't dawdle. Get aboard the elevator.
You hear that? I think one of the cables is on its last legs.
Nothing we can do. There's no point in thinking about it.
When you're bleeding. Bedtime! One-way trip coming up!
Listen! You get back!
Look out! Or is it just me bonehead augment acting up?
Follow the pipes. They'll see you through.
Something new for the
Trapper! I'll have ya!
I shall brook no defeatist talk. To entertain failure is to blaspheme against the mind.
No, didn't understand a word of that.
I'm still dead!
I'm all right here, priest.
Repent, heretics! Eyes up! Find thy fury! Never leave us
My one wish, to see Terra.
Jump on into me,
Would that I could kiss the hand of even the lowest ranking pardons and feel their righteousness! Redeem that corrupted thing! Get ready to engage!
I feel another headshot coming up.
Break open!
Why won't it die?
New target! In the ugly fight!
Like I didn't know that.
Dead! But another will take his place!
Barrels to the goal! Prepare! Out every way!
It would appear to be a switch! Trust to the master of mankind!
Ammo! Ammo! About carking time!
Safety in numbers, folks. Group up.
Get this healing, soldier! Fill that carking hell!
There we go. There's flow control.
Down!
The heretics have called up some kind of demon to lock the place down. Drive it off.
Splat! Now for the next one!
One more to go. It's a big one. supplies here. Let's move on.
Ammo crate!
You think that'll finish me? I'll have it!
What's the nature of the pathogen?
There is no simple description. It is curse and corruption, all mixed together.
Is anyone else suddenly feeling a bit itchy? Incoming! On it all now!
It can't be done!
Race them eliminated! Clear feed this done!
It's our demon host! Me! Fucking dead!
I'm not before time!
Major! Now I do! Major's dead!
Another martyr templar!
Reloading!
A ranger comes!
Almost there. Keep to the pipes.
I'm doing more good with this ammo than you are! Tristan!
Easy as nosh!
Help me out!
Your time for weakness! Super first! Good work, lads! Trap her down!
Put it together, priest! Listen me! Back on my feet!
He's gonna die like this! Need some!
Something new for the good.
I just got cheated so hard.
Easy special attack. This thing packs so much DPS and so let's talk a little bit about the plasma gun first. in terms of melee weapons in late game. Unfortunately for the plasma gun though, the secondary fire doesn't have much, if any, splash damage that I can tell, but plasma shots can penetrate multiple models in a row. So while it can't do much to thin a horde, its ability to dispatch armor makes it quite powerful and unique, and you can do that from a long distance away. Not to mention it has an incredibly unique aesthetic. Seeing those coils glow blue and opponents explode into showers of gore, it's a great addition to the game. Now, the Lucius pattern lasgun of Krieg is really cool too, because it has an affixed bayonet that chops like an axe. Perfect for headshotting other enemies, although you don't really want to wade into a horde wielding that bayonet. It probably won't work out too well for you. It also has an overcharge mechanic.
Roll up! Find a new face! A new hairstyle!
The full auto Akatran and the Cantrell pattern lasgun, almost functioning a bit like a sniper rifle or DMR. It does pack quite a punch.
Ready to serve.
Having with it was that once enemy last team started firing back at me, it was very difficult to stay on target. My aim kept bouncing all over the place as I was being suppressed. Pretty realistic on that front, but it made it quite hard to deal the consistent damage I would have liked to, and I couldn't get very many shots down range because if you want a lot of damage with it, you want to fully charge it, and then if you're being suppressed, you end up missing those shots a lot. This weapon will thrive with good accuracy and teammates either pushing or suppressing corrupted guardsmen, so you're not being suppressed yourself, but if that's not happening, it can feel kind of underwhelming if the situation turns sour. You probably saw the bolt gun gameplay I posted yesterday. It is very beastly on veteran, as are his nade talents. So let's talk abilities. Frag grenade is his G key, standard explosive that clears hordes and can hurt armor. His coherency aura gives ammo every time a lead.
Goodbye.
Oh, what can I do for you? Onwards to death and glory!
The heretics are brewing a pathogen in one of the Hourglass's fuel refineries. Get access to said refinery via flow control, then build overpressure in the gestation chambers to destroy the pathogen. The bad news is that it's all enemy territory, so it might get sticky.
Force Sword is a very smooth and stylish order-based weapon and a headshot machine.
Agents coming in! Coming through! Reloading! That's not a wound. That's the Major down! Found the trucker. That's his shot. Keep you down, can I?
Help me, Ogren!
Give me a
I should have known.
I've dreamed many dreams.
It seems that no matter.
I should have known.
Prisoners all secure, ma'am.
I'll check for myself if you don't mind.
Of course, ma'am.
A poxwalker! Here! I should link up with the vessel's defenders. Offer my services.